Welcome everyone. In this video, we will learn about database migrations. Database migrations is useful to bring database in a particular state. So when we deploy our code from one environment to another environment, or when we add new features in our application, we might need to modify our database schema. For example, we might need to insert some default data in any table, or we might need to insert, update or remove columns in our tables. To achieve that, we are creating migration scripts. Migration script is just simple JavaScript code which does that migration for us. No need to learn separate language like PL/SQL for that. To create a migration script, click on this plus icon, provide the name, provide the order, and we'll save that. To test it, click on this test icon and we press the send button and we'll get the output. Let's add description column in order transactions. For that, let's open any GUI tool like MySQL Workbench. We'll open our database. In order transaction, we'll alter table. In the end, we'll add the description. We are using this tool just to generate the SQL script. So when we press the apply button, it will show us the script. We can directly just copy paste that script. We'll cancel that. We'll go back here. We'll write script to alter the table. For that, let's create some variable. Await g.sys.system.execute query. It takes one object. We'll pass instance name as a MySQL 8 and no need to pass database and table names because our script will be executed on entire instance. And in query we can write our query. And we'll return order transactions alter script. We'll clear that, we'll run that, and we got the result. Now run it again, and now it is saying duplicate column name because we tried to alter table once again. To avoid this, you can use one more system API call, which is get table metadata. We can use this execute query to run plain SQL statements on SQL databases. In MongoDB we don't have any structure, so no need to do all these things. But in case of MongoDB, we can use this migration script to insert some default content in the database or perform some kind of database data modification kind of things. But for SQL scripts, we need to modify actual schema. So execute query will execute SQL statements and table metadata will get the data current schema of the table. For example, let order transactions meta is equal to await g.sys.system.getTable meta. It also takes one object here. Instance is MySQL 8. Database is inventory and table is order transactions. So it will get all the order transactions. Let's see what we are getting. We'll comment this part for now. We'll return only that part and we can see all these columns here. At the end we can see description. So we'll create one variable let has description is equal to underscore. Let's import Lodash library. Lodash underscore dot find will order transactions meta and name is description. So if we has a description, we'll get that here. So If we don't have description, only in that case we'll run this script. And this time there is no error. That means when we get that column, we won't execute that migration script, and when we don't get that, we'll execute that. So this way we can analyze current scheme of the table of any database, any table, and based on that we can take some decisions also. So no matter how many times we execute this script, it will always add this description column in the order transaction table, and if the column is there, nothing will happen. When we have any migration script which is not executed, and when we come to the dashboard and when we refresh that, or when we do git pull and deploy our latest code, this model will come up and it will ask us to execute that migration script. When we execute that, this option will also go away. And if we go to migration script, this checkbox will come that this script is already executed.